Valued at around $2 trillion, Apple is currently the world's most valuable company. Now think about it. What would you do if you owned 1% share of Apple? That's $20 billion, you know. Sounds like a dream, right? But there's one man who actually knows what it feels like to watch an opportunity slip away. Ronald Wayne, the little-known third co-founder of Apple, owned 10% of the company, but let it slip away. In today's video, we will be learning some vital life and investment lessons from Wayne. Let's get it on. Do you know that Apple was founded by three people: the popular Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne? It has become common practice to link Apple with Steve Jobs whenever the brand's story is being told, and you can't really blame those of us who do this. Jobs, as a matter of fact, was more or less the face of the company. While there are a lot of lessons to learn from the life of Steve Jobs, I feel there are even more lessons to learn from Mr. Wayne, Apple's co-founder that never became a billionaire. Wayne joined Apple to provide the company with adult supervision and to oversee mechanical engineering and documentation. Wayne was 41 at the time, while Wozniak and Jobs were 21 and 25 respectively. In exchange for his efforts at the company, Wayne received a 10% stake in Apple. On April 1, 1973, Wayne drafted an agreement outlining the responsibilities of each individual in the company, making his role with Apple official. After the agreement was signed by all three, Wayne took it to the county registrar's office, and this was how Apple Computer was born. He also designed the computer's first logo, which was used for less than a year before being replaced by Apple's current logo. Barely 2 weeks after registering the company, Jobs immediately plunged the company into debt. Jobs had agreed to fill an order for around 100 computers from the Byte Shop in Mountain View, Apple's first client. To meet up, Jobs took a $15,000 loan. Although Wayne was impressed with Jobs as a promoter because his psyche was already fully matured, he was concerned about the youngster's knowledge of electronics. On discovering Jobs' lack of knowledge, Wayne said, "I almost lost my uppers." In addition to the fact that Jobs had borrowed more than $15,000 to fulfill the company's first order, Wayne was also concerned about the Byte Shop's reputation. The Byte Shop had a reputation for failing to pay its bills, and this gave Wayne more reasons to be worried. He worried that Apple would not be able to recoup the money, and since Jobs and Wozniak were basically young and broke, all the financial burdens would fall on him if the deal went south. According to Wayne, "I just wasn't ready for the kind of whirlwind that Jobs and Wozniak represented. I felt certain the company was going to be successful. That wasn't the question. But how much of a roller coaster was it going to be? I didn't know if I could tolerate that kind of situation again. I thought if I stayed with Apple,